Hi guys, it's Brimstone here. I know it's been a while, but I needed a little bit of a break from doing some recording, but I'm nice and refreshed now and back. So to celebrate, we're going to count down my top 10 favourite North American cryptids. Now, cryptozoology, for those who don't know, is the search for and study of animals whose existence or survival is disputed or not proven yet. So these creatures could be out there, they could not. Personally, I really hope that they are. Without further ado, let's crack on. Number 10. The Thunderbird. The Thunderbird is a creature that comes from Native American folklore. This enormous eagle-like bird was said to appear around storms, hence the name. This massive beast was supposedly able to pick up people or buffalo with their claws and carry them off to feed. Now, many people believe they have actually encountered this creature for real. One of the earliest documented cases involved two cowboys in Arizona who killed a giant bird-like creature with an enormous wingspan. It was said to have had smooth skin, featherless wings like a bat, and a face that resembled an alligator. Many people believe these beasts are surviving members of the prehistoric pterodon family. Personally, I'm not driving around with the top down for a while. Number 9. The Loveland Frog. Now, this completely bizarre creature was sighted several times in Loveland, Ohio from 1952 onwards. The creature was often witnessed in groups and was described as a human-sized bipedal frog. The first witness to the creature was a businessman driving along a country road in Loveland when he noticed some odd-looking animals at the side of the road. He pulled over to get a better look and couldn't believe what he was seeing. A number of strange amphibian-like creatures were moving along the side of the road. He claimed later that one of them took out a wand-like object and produced glowing sparks. A search of the area later revealed no signs of the creatures. Nothing was seen of these creatures again for 20 years, when in the 1970s a policeman was driving along the exact same road and spotted an odd beast crouched down at the side of it. A few seconds later, the frog-like creature stood up on both legs to reveal its true height, and then disappeared down an embankment towards a nearby river. 2 weeks later, a similar animal was witnessed by another policeman on the same road. This time, the policeman took a shot at it, but missed as it scurried away into the undergrowth. Reports are inconclusive with the frogs as to whether or not they are related to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Number 8. Ogopogo. The Ogopogo is basically Canada's version of the Loch Ness Monster. This serpentine, many-humped lake monster haunts the waters of the Okanagan Lake in British Columbia. Ogopogo has allegedly been seen since the early 19th century. Many reports have appeared throughout the years, and much like Nessie, much of the physical evidence for the beast is limited to unclear photographs and film. It's also been suggested that many of the sightings are simply misidentifications of common animals, like otters, and inanimate objects like logs, although the size and depth of the lake does make it extremely difficult to conduct a thorough search for the beast. So, who knows? Good old Ogopogo could be lurking. Number 7. The Texan Chupacabra. Now, this cryptid has been in the news quite a lot recently due to many people in Texas believing that they've caught one. The idea of the Chupacabra originally comes from Puerto Rico, in which its name literally means the goat sucker, due to its ability to chow down on goats, chicken and other livestock and drain them completely of blood. Now, the original Chupacabra was described as a small, hopping-like reptilian creature. Now, many of the sightings in the southern US states and North Mexico report the creature to be more dog-like. In fact, many sightings have actually been verified as canids with mange, although there are still a few which have not been identified and could possibly be an actual real-life goatsucker. Number 6. The Dover Demon. The Dover Demon is a small humanoid which was sighted in Dover, Massachusetts. It was the subject of an intensive scare during the 1970s when multiple witnesses came forward with their sightings over 2 days. The demon is described as looking sort of like a grey type of alien, except it has skin of a rosy orange instead of sickly grey. The Dover demon has a large head on a small stick-like body. It can be bipedal, but it often travels on all fours or switches back and forth between the two. It has eyes that glow, sometimes orange and sometimes green. It does not seem to wear any clothing unless it fits tightly and is the same colour as its body. And unlike the grey aliens, the demon doesn't seem to be associated with UFOs. It just kind of wanders around by itself. Not much is actually known about this creature, as it was only spotted over 2 days in 1977. So whether or not it was a freak alien that got left here for a bit and then decided to go home, or it's just a hoax, I guess we'll never know. Number 5. The Beast of Bray Road. The Beast of Bray Road was first reported in 1936 on a rural road outside of Elkhorn, Wisconsin. Bray Road itself is a quiet country road near the community of Elkhorn. A rash of claimed sightings of the beast in the late 80s and early 90s prompted a local newspaper to cover the story. Some say it's a bear-like creature resembling Bigfoot, and others say it's an unusually large, intelligent, wolf-like creature that is able to walk on its hind legs. When on its hind legs, the creature is about 7 foot tall and looks to weigh between 400 to 700 pounds. It is also said its fur is brown, grey in colour, resembling a dog or bear. Although the beast has not been seen to transform from human into wolf in any of the sightings, it has been labelled a werewolf in newspaper articles. Now online there are many sightings of people's encounters with the Beast of Bray Road. Now, if you're looking to stay away from it, here's my idea. Stay away from Bray Road, you'll be fine. Number 4. The Poplick Monster. In most accounts, the Poplick Monster appears as a human-goat hybrid with a grotesquely deformed body of a man. It has powerful, fur-covered goat legs, an alabaster-skinned face with an aquiline nose and wide-set eyes. Short, sharp horns protrude from the forehead, nestled in long, greasy hair that matches the colour of the fur on the legs. Numerous legends exist about the creature's origins and the methods it employs to claim its victims. According to some accounts, the creature uses either hypnosis or voice mimicry to lure trespassers to the Poplick train trestle where it lives to meet their death before an oncoming train. Other stories claim the monster jumps down from the trestle onto the roofs of cars passing beneath it, and yet other legends tell that it attacks its victims with a blood-stained axe. It's also said that the very sight of this creature is so unsettling that those who see it while walking across the high trestle are driven to leap off. Number 3. The Mothman. On November 12, 1966, a creature arrived in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, and changed the town forever. This creature became known as the Mothman. He was made famous partly due to John Keel's book, The Mothman Prophecies. Over a period of months in the late 1960s, Point Pleasant was plagued by the Mothman, with sightings occurring most nights. The creature was said a bipedal winged humanoid. Its coloration varied from grey to brown. It was supposedly about 7 foot tall, with a wingspan of 10 feet or more. The creature wasn't reported to have a head. Instead, 2 huge red eyes were set into its chest. The eyes were reported to be glowing, or at least reflective. The details of his face and of his feet have never been adequately described. Only one witness ever saw the face clearly, and she could only say that the details were horrible and monstrous. She had terrible nightmares and nearly suffered a nervous breakdown. Now, I'll let you in on something, guys. Mothman really interests me. It's one of my favourite cryptids. But I am terrified of butterflies and moths. I hate their faces. Their weird little buggy eyes and then the big curly mouth thing that they use to drink. No. If this thing was flying down the road at me, that would be it. I would be noping out. This guy is insane. Number 2. Bigfoot. The Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, is the name given to a hominid cryptid that inhabits the forests in the Pacific Northwest area of North America. Now, hopefully I shouldn't have to describe this guy to you because, Bigfoot is the poster boy for cryptids out there. And he should be number 1 in this list, but personally I don't believe in Bigfoot myself. Most of the evidence that we have is tracks. There isn't anything actually physical from him. If you've got all these people that are professional Bigfoot hunters, if they can't find a body, if they can't find some Bigfoot poop, then I'm sorry, but I don't think he's out there. Nevertheless, his fame and renown, obviously, he needs a spot on this list, and it has to be high. So Bigfoot, number 2 for you, mate. Number 1. The Jersey Devil. The Jersey Devil has haunted the pine barrens and marshes of southern New Jersey for the past 250 years. This beast is described as a kangaroo-like creature with cloven hooves, the face of a horse, the head of a dog, bat-like wings, horns, and a tail. The most widely held belief about the origin of this insane creature is that of Mother Leeds, a resident of Esterville. She was distraught when she learned that she was expecting a child for the 13th time. In disgust, she cried out, "Let it be the devil." The story continues that the child arrived, and sure enough, it was a baby demon. The creature gave a screech, unfurled its wings, and flew out of the window into the adjacent swamp. Now, stories have gone around for, 250 years about this devil's escapades. He's raided chicken coops, raided farms, destroyed crops, killed animals, attacked people, hunted people down, tried to kill them. In fact, at one point, the state of Jersey put out a $100,000 reward for the capture of the Jersey Devil, dead or alive. This guy gets number 1 because, to start with, he's a mashup of everything. He's also the mascot of one of my favourite hockey teams, so yeah, I'm biased, so what? I can be biased, it's my own video, I don't mind. Yeah, the Jersey Devil just seems so crazy, but it's believed to be true by so many people. So what's out there in the Pine Barrens that makes people think that this thing's real? I'd love to go and find out one day, and hopefully I will. And that's it for today's list. Once again, I want to thank all of you for watching. Sorry for the gap in the videos. It became necessary for me to have a wee bit of a break, just to get things all sorted out before I carried on with the channel. Though, if you did enjoy, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. It's great to have your support and to know that you're all there for me. There will be more videos coming in the future. If you do have a story that you'd like me to read, please send it in. I will be going back to the more traditional stuff that I've been doing. I just really wanted to do this video as it's something a bit more unique and it gives a bit more of my interests and my personality, and I hope that you liked it, and maybe we can do some more in the future. So, until next time, sleep tight.